I'm Rich Noonan from Best of the Best Television. The story of Greater Washington dentistry is probably told best by the parents of the children who come to this practice. But it is surely useful and fun to hear from the real patients first. The kids who love this practice. That's right, kids who actually love going to the dentist.
This place is great. It's perfect for kids. This is a perfect place for kids to be happy, not feel scared, not feel any pain.
They don't shove something in their teeth. They're gentle.
It's very good. I like the environment that they let the children be in. I think it's very good.
They actually care. They like their jobs. They love what they do. And when you walk in, you just get a whole different vibe.
Derek could not have said it better. There is a whole different vibe at Greater Washington Dentistry than a normal dental practice. Dr. Shohreh Sharif and her team have a pretty amazing reputation for making children, especially those with anxiety or special needs, feel so comfortable they don't fear going to the dentist.
So they put us first. They put our child's needs first, his comfort, his peace of mind. So, I am fortunate to have kids who aren't afraid to go to the dentist.
This practice is about as pediatric-centric as you can get. It's all about the children.
There are no adults. There's not any scary person in the back and you hear the machines, the loud sounds, or any complaining. It's all, the colors are bright. There's a TV with, I think it's Netflix, for each child to pick their own show. All the ladies are dressed in bright colors, ready for the child to come in. So even if they are having an intense procedure, this setting is set for them to be calm and comfortable, as if a playroom.
And how did your child respond after the first visit, or during the first visit?
Phenomenal. Dr. Pearson could see the tension on my son's face and got really close and whispered a lullaby to him, just almost like a grandma or a really fun older aunt would, and made him calm. He was still nervous, but made the situation he had to have done very smooth.
Dr. Sharif and her team at Greater Washington Dentistry are a well-oiled machine. They have a booming practice. When we visited in late 2018, they just opened a second state-of-the-art office in Fairfax, Virginia. Dr. Sharif and her team of doctors and staff are very passionate about helping children have great oral health without the stress and pain that often comes with traditional dental visits. They do all types of general, pediatric dentistry, and orthodontics.
I have 3 children, and the 2 older children had started at a pediatric dentist, but when Derek was born, he had some special needs. He had a tooth or 2 teeth that shared a single root. And so we needed to have some special diagnostic things done because they were worried there was no adult tooth under there. So I took him to the same dentist that I used with the older children. And she was very gruff with him, and he got hysterical very quickly. And so I just scooped him up, and I thought, I'm leaving. I don't want him upset. And I lost my trust in the dentist. I wanted someone who was going to be compassionate. I didn't want him to be saddled with being frightened by dentists for the rest of his life. Right. So I talked to friends, and several people recommended Dr. Sharif's practice right away. So I took him. She was amazingly kind and compassionate with him. She got him through all of the procedures and not a whimper. He was a very young baby, so I thought this is it.
It's been a great practice. I was looking for a pediatric dentist specialist, and I happen to have a friend at our church who works with the practice. And so when I found that out, of course I asked her, and I heard that other families from our church also attended. So of course I went right ahead and moved in making our first appointment to bring the kids in. And we've been since. I think it's been almost 8 years now that we've been coming and bringing the kids here.
What is it about this practice that makes it kid-friendly in your view?
I love the ambiance they create for the kids. I'm very artistic, so I love that aspect where you're creating the environment for children. And then also when it comes to treating the kids, they treat them with respect and kindness and love, and they also welcome the parents back. You know, that's great because you're included in seeing what's being done to your child. So they try their best to create that safe atmosphere where a child is going to get a treatment, but they make it as comfortable as possible. My children have had fillings in the past, and they've done well. You know, they always use all the equipment needed to make it as comfortable as possible, do a wonderful professional job. So I observed that, not just with my kids, but you know, the other kids around, and it's been really good. I highly recommend it.
Raquel, how about pain? Are they good with mitigating pain?
Yes, yeah. One of the things that they use, which is also an option, you know, to be used, but I always pro for it, is the laughing gas. And that goes in part to help with the numbing cream. And then, of course, by the time they get the anesthesia injection, the kids are just fine. I mean, my kids have done well, no crying. And my 20-year-old just had extractions done, and she did really good. No inflammation. And, you know, and that's one of the things. If any emergency or anything, you can call them, and the practice will answer questions and everything. And they were very attentive, making sure she was doing good, you know, even after the surgery and everything. So yeah, I appreciated that.
It goes a long way just how well they treat you as a new customer each time you come in. Even though you've been there a long time, they don't take you for granted. And that can happen sometimes in different situations, but they're always pleasant. They call and remind you. Now they text and remind you about appointments and so forth. And the staff is, you know, like the dentists have been very, very cordial and professional in how they deal with you, and they make it a pleasant experience.
How long have your children been going to this practice?
17 years. Mm-hmm.
What is it that makes them good?
Well, several things. I would say, first and foremost, they are a friendly, unintimidating atmosphere. My kids enjoyed and look forward to going to them. It wasn't a scary experience for them. It was friendly, and they tried to accommodate them and make them comfortable, and they were just very friendly, yeah.
How about the pain-free element? Did you ever have a real painful visit with one of your kids?
Not once, not once, not once. Yeah, and I think that's because they always explained prior to what they were doing, so it wasn't scary. And they would check frequently and ask them, you know, are you okay? How are you feeling? So yeah, I can't say not one time.
When you say it's time to go to the dentist, do they worry or do they fight you?
No, definitely not. No, they always love to come here because they really like Dr. Sharif and staff.
Greater Washington Dentistry's 2 locations are very colorful. The kids can watch their favorite TV programs while they're having their procedures done. They handle all types of insurance. Dr. Sharif had been practicing for almost 25 years when we met her in 2018. She has a long and impressive list of certifications and awards. She's taught young dentists for over 16 years at Howard University, where she's a well-respected educator. She loves what she does and still sees patients every day.
I really love what I do, so I really enjoy working with patients, and doing the clinical manual work that dentistry involves is my passion. Therefore, I really get fulfillment and satisfaction out of when I have treated a patient and brought a smile into their face, or even calmed an anxious child who was very hesitant to sit in the dental chair in the first place. And after I talk to them and put them at ease, they become receptive to the dental treatment. Well, as a pediatric dentist, you are trained in your program to manage and provide care for patients who have special needs, such as children with autism spectrum, ADHD, physical and mental disabilities, cognitive disabilities.
Dr. Sharif could not be more proud of her very experienced and diverse team of dentists and staff.
My staff is great, caring. well trained, dealing with children and special needs. They really take the time to explain the procedures, especially for young apprehensive children. Going through the steps, making sure that they feel comfortable, very good bedside manners, and overall very pleased with my staff.
You're doing great.
Dr. Sharif and her husband have 2 children, both in college, following their mom's footsteps in dentistry. Being a parent herself, Dr. Sharif knows full well that rewarding good behavior at the dentist's office is a smart move. The kids love getting a token at the end of their treatments and being able to get that great prize.
Rewarding and positive encouragement and positive reinforcement is part of the specialty of pediatric dentistry, and you can always get a child to do what you want them to do by rewarding them. So this has not been invented by me. However, the type of prizes that we give out and the tokens and the immediate response they receive for their good behavior encourages them to perform more of that good behavior in a dental office.
Greater Washington Dentistry, state-of-the-art dental care delivered by a team that actually makes children love going to the dentist. Now that is special. I'm Rich Noonan. Thanks so much for watching.